When I physically can't, there's no stress. When I think I can, it creates a stress. If I have no control over a situation, it actually doesn't stress me out. I lose all my stress immediately.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the 8 Limbs Podcast. Today we have none other than the man, Eddie Maalouf, founder and CEO of Bad Marketing. And that's just a tiny fraction of what this dude does in the marketing space. Do not miss this, guys. If you're in the marketing space, you're going to want to watch. Eddie, welcome to Tampa, my dude.
Thanks for having me, bro. I'm super excited.
So what we were talking about before you got on was VO2 max training and de-stressing and do cardio and stuff. What do you think, like running a marketing empire like you run, what do you think it does?
I want to call it an empire. It's a small business.
Bad marketing is?
Bad marketing. It's a small business. Like in the definition,
okay.
It's like a mid-market size company.
So running the multiple different things you have going, what do you think it does to your overall like stress levels that you have going on?
Increases it pretty. I mean, I honestly, like out of every business I've ever tried, the marketing one does create the most stress, I think, because my stress tolerance has increased so much from the marketing business that all the other problems and stuff that happen like are much slower, like low stress issues. Like the ceiling of how bad something could be or how much it could ruin your day is like so much lower in like a fast food restaurant or in like
Scoville.
Yeah, or like in a software business, or like just these other companies. They don't move as quickly as an agency. An agency, you wake up and there's potentially 200 clients with 5 people per client representing them, all sending inbound communications at the same time by 10 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, and you're seeing it. For context too, the fast food you're talking about is Scoville hot chickens. That's another concept you invested in and bought. So you've moved into businesses like that, and you've seen how differently scalable they are. But
it's not even that. It's not even. I mean, it's scalability, yeah, bro. But like just stress, like you're talking about. Like we were talking about the guy Dom who has CBUM, this drink, right?
Yeah, raw nutrition.
Yeah, raw nutrition CBUM. Yeah, like so, bro. Like you're saying how much stress he manages, and we were comparing him and Hermosi, and what did I say? I said I think Hermosi's more stressed than him. No, less stressed.
Less stress.
Because I think Dom has a lot more to balance.
Yeah,
because
the family.
Like the family itself is a stress. You could enjoy it and look forward to it, but it is something you always have to still worry about. Like, we have this meeting at 6 p.m. I have to make sure that at 6 p.m. my daughter doesn't have something that I want to make sure I attend or need to attend, whatever the case is.
Yeah.
That does create stress in itself. It's like an extra barrier to moving forward on something, which in my understanding is like the way I look at it, that's stress.
Yeah.
You know?
The marketing business, and I was talking to Christian Jamal about this last night as we're going to meet you, is like any minute a text can ruin your day, you know? And I feel like that's like maybe ours, maybe not your level.
No,
but like
for
a
sure.
text just comes in, you're like at any minute a text could come in, it could be something, you know? And I don't know I don't pinpoint exactly what it is about the marketing space that makes it like that, but it is like that.
It's like the smallest thing that a client would overreact to and make it sound like it's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
And like the way they talk to you is like as if you like ruin their entire life.
Yeah.
And like,
right. Yeah. It's a good point.
Then now you have to like figure it out. And that stresses on you when it's stress about something that doesn't even exist.
Yeah, true. So how do you do for like stress levels? Like we were talking about this on the way here. What does the end of Eddie's workday look like? Because you have a family, you have 2 beautiful daughters, right? You have a wife, and that's like the big part of what makes probably life fulfilling for you. So you're at Bad Marketing until what time? And then you actually...
I'd say like depends on the day, but like between 6 and 8:30
is when they end the day.
Yeah, I end the day 6 to 8:30, and like I sometimes work after that later in the night, but like that's when I end my day, and then I go to like let me see the kids for a bit, let me like sit on the couch, let me hang out with my wife, eat dinner, or whatever it is, right? And so like the cool down phase. But like here's the thing, dude. The reality is, every day is like so different. Like I want to come home, play with the kids for an hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever it is. But some days I come and I'm just on my phone for like 60 minutes straight, and the kids are jumping on me, and I'm like, I have to finish this thing, but I also want to be home. So instead of being at the office and doing it, I'm going to do it from my phone at home. So I could like find a way to mesh both in a way where I'm still next to them in presence, but mentally I still have to finish this. You know what I mean? So like, it's never perfect. But
how about weekends? Do you have work on the weekends usually, or
bro,
do you spend...
on Sunday I literally watch football.
That's the last night we were at the cigar bar and you're watching basketball.
I didn't give a fuck. Like people are like, "Hey Eddie, man, we need some life advice." I'm like, And like, I'm like, even you, I was talking to you.
Yeah,
and like,
you were
I was like,
looking
I hope Tony doesn't look
You're
at
listening,
it.
but you're looking at the game.
Exactly, but I'm fully listening.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I like, my eyes are active on the game.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? So that's like probably one of my vices. Used to play video games too. Like, I used to play a good bit of video games growing up. I still play video games. Like, if it was a year ago, I'd be like, yeah, I play like twice a week.
What kind of video games?
Like computer games with my friends, or like FIFA, like sports games
Yeah,
and stuff like
that
that.
kind
But
of
like,
stuff.
I
Competitive
haven't played
games.
in like 6 months, for example.
Yeah.
But like on a normal phase, like I'll play like one night a week for like a couple hours.
Yeah, I
That's
never
it.
got into gaming ever. I never got into it. It's funny. Milena was like, I love it because her brother was a big gamer. And she's always said, like, I love that you don't game because she was around it so much with her
Oh,
brother.
if you have a gamer in the family, you hate games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
She was like
My
that.
whole family is gamers. But bro, I'll tell you though, gaming is extremely competitive in nature.
Sure.
And it is the equivalent, not from a physical output standpoint, but from a mental output more than like jiu-jitsu.
I've heard people compare it to like the levels of stress and decision making and the speed, like, and it can help in some way. I just never got into it, but I'm sure there's reasons that it can make you effective.
I think what I would compare it to the most is racing a car at a high speed,
Yeah.
but you don't have the physical force against you of doing
Yeah.
so.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like you still have to make decisions in half seconds. You know what I mean? Or you die.
Yeah. Yeah, that's wild. It's a crazy thing about video games is like people get super into them. And then what Christian was saying last night, it translates into being an entrepreneur as well. He's like, now he's into coding and building apps and doing things like
Exactly.
this. He's like, it feels like a game, bro. I'm just using it as a way to make myself feel like levels. You know, it's just progressive little scenarios people get in and they get addicted to it. Did you play sports growing up?
Yeah, I played some track, a lot of soccer, and some basketball.
Okay. And you did some Muay Thai too, you talked about?
I did for a bit. Like
Yeah.
I basically did it in summers when I go to Lebanon.
Yeah.
My cousin is like top 0.1% type Muay Thai shit. And he was like in his gym all the time. So I would work
Yeah.
out there late weightlifting, and then I'd train Muay Thai with them.
So from Lebanon, you were here. You moved here when you're how old to US?
No, I've actually
You
lived
were
here my whole life.
Okay.
Yeah, I've lived here my whole life. I go to Lebanon like 3-4 months a year.
Okay.
So imagine like summer vacation. We get off school.
Yeah,
As soon
yeah.
as school literally the day school ends, we're on an airplane.
And you're back to Lebanon to feel the culture and grow up there.
Dude, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm talking like school ends 3 p.m., 8 p.m. We're in the airport boarding a plane to Lebanon. Like there's no time wasted. And on the way back, like a week into school is when we'd usually get back because my parents would like have businesses in Lebanon.
Yeah.
They're not their like family businesses. You know what I mean? So they would just go help their fam with their businesses and stuff like that. But yeah, it was cool. So I got super good culture from Lebanon. But the cool part, bro, was actually the networking. So like think about all the people that left Lebanon, like my dad, mom, whatever. They had kids. They grew up in America, London, Australia, wherever, right? Canada. And then in the summertime, all of them bring them and their kids back to Lebanon. So like every year we just met now we have a network in Cleveland, in Michigan, in Houston, in Dallas, in LA. You know what I mean? Like you just know people in Germany. Like you just started meeting all these people from all over the world. So now I can go to any country and have like a Lebanese network because all these kids got flown in with their parents for
that's
vacation
dope.
in the summertime. It's pretty cool.
The Lebanese culture, I know you have a separate business where you staff from Lebanon, right? And what is it that makes Lebanese staff great?
Dude, okay, so I'm going to take it in a deep way that doesn't make sense, but to me it does, okay? Lebanon was Phoenicia back in the day. Phoenicians were Phoenicians were recognized for their trade. They were really good at trade. So think about like deal making, let's call it, right? They would take their silk and go sell it for gold, whatever, right?
Okay.
So Phoenicians were known as traders. They were really good at transacting sales, right? Is what it translates to modern day. So naturally, the Lebanese people as a whole are really good at talking. And that country over time has endured more hardship than any other country I could think of except currently Palestine. Like I'm talking since 10 years before I was born, like other countries were coming in, just killing everyone. There was religious wars inside of the country, no control, corrupt politicians, the biggest bomb since Hiroshima. Like just the craziest shit that happens to the country over and over. Their currency got, bro, imagine the American dollar. Imagine this time next year, every dollar is worth 3 cents.
Yeah, just destroyed.
That's what happened a lot.
Yeah, wow.
Every dollar became worth 3 cents, right? So like all your money in the bank is now worth
Nothing.
literally not. Every million is worth 30 grand.
Okay.
So like if you had $10 million, you only have 300 grand.
Yeah.
Like what do you, from 10 mil? Like
Yeah.
imagine that, right? So people's lives were ruined. So, and they still find ways to like keep going, make it happen, have fun, live life, have balance, like all these things. And so like those people, their generation came from hardworking parents to hardship children who are English educated thanks to social media and the schooling system being in English. So like
They do school in English in Lebanon.
yeah, so
Okay.
so here in Lebanon, there's like two main systems. There's a French system and there's the English system. So they go into school, and whoever's French educated, their primary is French. So all their tests and everything is in French, but they also have to learn English and Arabic.
Wow.
Flip it.
Yeah.
Yep. There's like the other half, which is like English schools that everything's in English. They take the SATs that we take to get into college, and those people are all in English, but they also have to learn French and Arabic.
Yeah.
They have a French class and Arabic class, but everything's in English, math, history, since like they're kids.
Okay.
So you can imagine their English
Yeah.
is pretty damn good.
The knowledge of this overall linguistics is good there.
They're watching our movies. They
the culture.
follow our people. Like, you know what I mean? So so they're used to our way of talking English. No one else is. Not British, not, you know what I mean? South Asian. Like they're used to like American English. You know what I mean? So it's pretty cool. Like I remember this is kind of like an interesting way to look at it. Like I was like 10 or 11 and I was sleeping at my cousin's house. We were all hanging out with his friends and we wanted to go get popcorn. For context, when people talk in Lebanon, they say English in like a Lebanese accent. It's not like our exact English. This is like 20 years ago.
Okay.
So they'd be like popcorn. Like they say it more French, popcorn. Like,
Yeah.
and like we were hanging out and this one girl was like, let's go buy some popcorn. I'm like, popcorn? Like how the fuck do you like say it like I say it back in Atlanta?
Yeah.
And she's like, oh yeah, I'm in an English school. I'm like, that's crazy. Like these people are growing up to be just like us in America.
Speak
you know
clean
what I mean?
English, right?
So
that's what makes them better staff. What? They just know the culture better.
they know the culture better. They're harder working. All the hardships and shit they've been through, they're so grateful to have a job that pays what they pay and be able to work from home safely with Wi-Fi. You know what I mean? And not have to like drive in traffic all day, fucking spend gas when money's already tight, go eat out every day because you don't make your own food because you're not. It's like life's just better, and they make 3 times the salary. So why would they ever want to give that up? Their parents now are able to live off them. Like it's like you provide, bro. If you have 3 children and 3 of them work with remotely X to American jobs, that household is making like fucking president of like the regional bank income level. You know what I mean? From 2 kids in a row.
Yeah, I even see the ads. I've seen some of the new ads for it. I knew you had this, but I've seen the ads for it. And I watched a little bit of the VSL when you were talking about it, and it sounded interesting because we've worked with different staff from Colombia. We worked with people from Dubai, from Poland, from Philippines, and there's different struggles no matter where you're finding remote staff
There's
from.
different struggles from everywhere. But there are definitely countries like preferred to others for sure.
Yeah.
But most of the countries you named I've hired from, they're all pretty good.
Colombia's been really good for us too.
Colombia's great.
Yeah. In the market space, especially for video editing. We find phenomenal editors.
I have a lot of good video editors from South America.
Yeah. So go back all the way to bad marketing in the beginning. I know a little bit of the story, but for the viewers that are watching, what made you decide you wanted to start marketing to begin with?
So I was doing sales.
Yeah. Lifetime,
you
right?
know this story? Yeah.
Yeah. Lifetime. You and Fredo?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Wow. So I used to do sales at Lifetime. I fucking crushed it. While I was doing that though, before I had done that, I already learned ads in college.
Okay.
And I ran ads for my family's businesses, but never ran ads to sales.
Which the businesses were bounce houses?
Yeah,
Or
like
family?
let's call them family entertainment centers is what they call that category.
Yeah.
FECs, and basically birthday party places. Let's call it to keep it easy.
Yeah.
Places that would do a kid's birthday party.
Yep.
So I would run ads to get more kids' birthday parties.
Okay.
Right? And like, you know, my dad would like get more messages on Facebook.
What were the kind of ad creatives you'd run for that at that time? It was like just a static image of like birthday this price, or
Literally, that's
it was like just an announcement.
Yeah, best number one birthday party place for kids.
Okay. So
with
just
like a picture.
Old
And,
school,
like,
but it got you started.
like
Yeah.
made $1 million extra that year for the business.
Yeah.
You know, like it was easy. So I already did that, and then I got into the supplement business. That's like a whole podcast of its own. But I got into a sick. Like my first opportunity was $1 billion one, and I knew it at the time, but there was so much corruption that I couldn't like go through with it, like politically. Anyways, point is, I ended up back in sales. And I was like, okay, I need to like do sales one to many. How do I do that? And then I was like, okay, well, I could generate my own leads by running ads that I learned from my parents' business for gym memberships. And then the gym didn't let me use their Facebook ads budget that they were wasting to run my own lead ads. So I was like, okay, well, I need to go learn this skill more. So I quit. And then I basically worked on a profit share basis with my dad's business based on the increase that I could track back to ads. I would take a percentage. And then I basically ripped it for him for a year. And I was like, okay,
I can do this.
I can do this and sell it to other people because every business owner wants this. Like I went from like, I know how to run an ad to like, I'm running an ad to a form and they're filling it out and I'm zapping an automation back to a sheet and I'm getting a text that, you know what I mean? I started kind of like,
the automations.
I started developing that, but we're
deeper.
talking like 2017. So think about like 9 years ago, like, you know what I mean? I'm like, I thought I was like fucking the second coming of Christ. You know what I mean? I was like, bro, I'm fucking automating all this shit. It was, you know, you think you're like the smartest dude in the world at the time. Now, like everyone knows how to do that shit, you know, but.
So this is the intro to marketing. And now fast forward to current, what industries does Bad Marketing run marketing campaigns for? You guys like do everything.
No.
I've seen you guys do info product. You do Amazon, right?
Yeah, but there's still, so info, e-commerce, and then we have like a local business lead gen division.
Yeah.
So info is people that like sell online education consulting.
Yep.
E-commerce, people that sell physical products you ship. So Amazon falls under that.
Okay.
So that an e-commerce business needs email, it needs Amazon, it needs TikTok, it needs Facebook ads, Google ads, you know what I mean? So the things it needs falls under e-com, but it's still e-com.
Okay.
So, and then local business is like only high ticket local business. So a birthday party place, a place that does custom car wraps would be like the perfect example.
Yeah.
Maybe a cosmetic place that does like $1,000 procedures. You know what I mean? Where like, I know if I bring them 10, 15 of these things a month, that they're ROI positive. I don't need to sit here and bring 10,000 Scoville sandwiches for $10 a piece to make my money. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think that's the most important part of marketing is like, I can track it. If I can track it, it makes it easier to make decisions.
True. Attribution is what all those business owners want to see. Where do you think people fail in marketing the most? You've worked with so many agencies at the consulting side, and a lot of people, when you talk to them on a call, they'll have bad experiences with other marketing companies. Where's the thing that you think marketing agencies like fail the most?
Dude, a lot of times it's not the marketing agency though.
It's business owner?
Yeah, it's also the business owner, bro, because I think the problem is, and don't get me wrong, dude, marketing agencies are not perfect by any means, right? But I think majority of them have the right intentions, right? I think it's the right intentions. But I think overall, like business owners way too often view the marketing external team agency as like,
they run business for me.
Yeah, and they're disposable. So they talk to them like they're disposable, which creates friction in a relationship as is. So for example, if you had an employee who worked for you full time, who lived in California, who's protected by all these employment laws, and they made one mistake one time. They've been great for 3 months, not a single mistake, super happy, made a mistake one time. What do? You
correct it. Yeah.
You go, hey bro, like we shouldn't do that. Don't do it that way, please. Like let's not make that happen again.
It's a PIP. Performance improvement
it's a PIP, sure. Hey, let's get better. You know what I mean? If you're an agency, it's what the fuck are you guys doing? I'm done with this shit. Like, pause my shit today. Yeah. It's like, okay, bro. Like, you know what I mean? So like, and I think that's a bigger part of the problem.
That's a really good, let's unpack that a little bit. That's a huge part of the problem, I think. Business owners start businesses. And I mean, like, for marketing agencies, for what you've had to learn to run a successful marketing agency, it's like everything. It's ops, it's hiring, it's sales, it's the whole thing in one. So how many times do you get into someone else's business on a call and you go, your problem is actually this. You think you need marketing.
And not market. Oh, all the time.
But it's this.
All the time.
Right. And so
I turned down a lot of business for that.
Yeah. Same, because intake or sales or operations. But then like, what's the solution for that for the overall entrepreneur? Because there's thousands of them that open different industries. I had 2 calls today, one attorney, one local massage and facial place. And a lot of it's the same. Like when you ask questions to understand their operation, your mind is like, they aren't really ready to run a business yet, but they have one that just got invested in. It's like, how do you guide that person? What do you tell them to do first? You know, you're not ready to sell marketing services. And that's a lot of business owners out there are like, hey, you're going to be a problem if we start running marketing and you're not ready to take the intake. So what do you tell that person?
Okay. One, all marketing relies on conversion, meaning I could be the best marketer, but you run a store and you can't get someone on a phone and get the money from them, then we're all useless, right? Without you, it's kind of, but if you could convert people, even with shit marketing, you could probably make some sales. You know what I mean? Here and there, you'll fucking get a deal. But great marketing, horrible sales, can't even pick up a phone or transact. It's going to blow the whole business. So I think the business owner needs to get good at like converting the customers that are coming through in a really good offer, specific way, et cetera, and dial that system. Then they're ready for marketing. But overall, bro, I think like the issue that I was talking about earlier, like the business owners themselves have a problem that they've been in business for 7 years. They have not been able to solve this problem for the last 2. And they're expecting another company to show up and from 20 minutes of an onboarding call, have the problem fixed in 5 days.
Yeah.
Like a lazy half-ass onboarding call by them. Like, oh yeah, kind of like we'll just sell it. You know what I mean? It's like they don't even know their own business.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, guys, why am I not rich yet? It's been 10 days. And they've been at it for 7 years trying to figure it out.
Yeah, a lot of them just want someone to run the business for them.
Exactly.
Yeah, we had one that I'll never forget. I actually spoke about it today, and it was a memorable situation where we ran marketing content ad socials for a TRT and peptide-based business, but local medical facility. And, we set up the CRM, we give them the leads, everything's set up for them. And we randomly checked, and I saw 119 unfollowed up with leads for TRT. And I decided to reach out personally and was like, hey, have you guys talked to these leads yet? They haven't been moved over to the next category. And I'm like, oh no. And our front desk girl's been slammed. She's having time for that. And they're like 4 or 5 days old leads now. And I was like, well, this is bad. You can't just let leads go for this time. There's 119 people that want to buy TRT from you guys. And they were like, well, can't you guys just call them for us? And then Sam, like, they're not paying. These people aren't answering when we call them. Well, just pay. And I'm like, wow, they really want us to actually go out and get people to pay them for TRT. And then the patient's there, and then they walk in and see them. And then that's kind of when I realized, like, there's a huge disconnect from what a marketing company is going to do and for what a business owner needs to provide to actually close, and like, they don't have intake, a lot of them. They don't have that dialed in, or something like
they're like entitled. It's like if they don't want to walk in and come by themselves, then I don't want them as a customer.
Or they have they have staff, and their staff won't do what they're told. Like, I tell them, they just won't call them. Maybe you should fire your staff and maybe get someone else that will, right? I feel like this is one of the biggest things in marketing, is that people they're just not built out with business in mind, but they know marketing is the first thing they're told they need, and they go find it, and then they actually find out the other problems. So marketing is a great amplifier to show you what other problems are.
At least, but like
you see where the holes in the boat are.
Yeah, very quickly though.
Yeah,
but I mean, most business owners, bro, at the end of the day, are just like, I mean, bro, I thought I was a sick business owner 6 years ago. And now I think I'm currently, in my current state, way smarter than back then. And I think I'm retarded.
Compared to who? Like, who's someone that you've met that just moves at a level that you're like, whoa.
It's not even that. It's just like, it's just impossible that I am like that mature or intelligent just based on the fact that I'm only 31. Like, you know what I mean? Like
every year you are.
Yeah, by the time I'm 40, I'm gonna look back and be like, bro, I was so dumb. I can't believe I made those decisions at 31. And right now I'm like, bro, I'm gonna hit 90% of my decisions. You know what I mean? So like, it's just a never ending progression, right? And like I feel like human, fulfillment comes from progress at the end of the day. Like, especially as a man. Like you were saying earlier, you just want to progress.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You need little challenges. I agree. So when it comes to actual, like, what businesses do you feel like are some of the most simple? Like, what got you into Scoville? What made you want to do Scoville?
The simplicity.
Yeah.
It's like there's chicken and there's fries. That's
and drinks, right?
Yeah, and drinks.
That's it.
Yeah, it's like, you want the chicken on the fries? Do you want the chicken in the bread?
Yeah.
Or do you want the chicken in the plate?
So let's unpack that. What makes that simple? Does it make hiring easier?
Hiring's easier because like everything's a checklist. Here's how we prepare our chicken. You throw it in here. There's a timer. It beeps.
Yeah. So minimal skill sets needed to bring on an employee.
Minimal skill sets needed. Minimum onboarding time needed. Like even at Bad Marketing, just to teach them how to use our shit and get involved. It takes someone a week to get acquainted to their clients.
Yeah.
I'm paying this guy 5 days of salary to just learn.
Yeah.
In Scoville,
they can start day one.
Bro, Scoville.
Put the chicken in the fryer.
He walks in at 10. By 11, he's a veteran.
He's frying chicken already.
Yeah, he's cooking,
I told you I used to be a general manager of a Zaxby's. Told you that last night. I don't think everyone knew that side. And that was really interesting because it's like there's money to be made in those restaurants. The guy that I worked for, he owned 4 Zaxby's in the same area, all spread out across the city. And he was doing, it's all he had was those businesses, and he lived in a huge house and did very, very well for himself at that time. That was years ago. And you think a business like fast food, fried chicken isn't very sexy. And he's like, that's exactly the point. That's exactly the point. It's safe. People are always hungry. They get off work, they want their food. And these are drive-throughs. They could come in, but they could do drive-through. And I definitely understood that. And the staff, you could train them fast. You said something that I thought was very interesting too, though, about Scoville, was you're like, the thing in marketing, you can make decisions and changes so fast. Hey, change that ad copy, change this creative. He's like, but Scoville, we got boxes on deck, so we can't just throw the boxes away and do a new logo right away. So we got to run through those, you know? What are some of the differences in a business like that? Like, and how do you scale a Scoville?
I mean, that's a good one, bro. That's a good example, because like that actually happened. I was like, I want to change this fucking box. And they're like, okay, cool. And I'm like, you know, high pressure. I'm like,
yeah, let's go.
All right, let's go.
Change.
I'll make the design, send me the dimensions. We'll have it tomorrow. I expect today's Tuesday. I expect new boxes being used in all locations by Monday. Yeah. And they're like, we have 12,000 boxes we have to go through first. I'm like, how many days is that going to take? They're like, probably 40 days. I'm like, great. All right. Well, fuck. Yeah. Like, I'll come back in 3 weeks and start yelling. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, so you can't even like,
you can't make changes.
But, and here's the thing, that brings down stress level. Like, back to the stress thing, right? It's like when, I don't know about you, but when I physically can't, there's no stress. When I think I can, it creates a stress. So like, for example, like if I have no control over a situation, it actually doesn't stress me out. I lose all my stress immediately, because I'm like, zero decision-making power, zero like anything on my shoulders. I can't even control the situation. I just have to watch it happen.
That's one of the biggest bombs you dropped today. That's so true, because when you think stress comes from like, I have to make a decision, and what if I make the wrong one? Exactly. That creates the stress. Or what if it's too slow? What if the wrong person's on the project, right? But if I was like, hey, nothing we can do. It's in God's hands. Let's just trust it. Then you're de-stressed. You're right. That's
exactly.
huge.
Like, for example, if I'm going right now to the airport and I'm late and I'm sitting in traffic.
Yeah, you're already late.
No, it's not even that. I can't do anything to go around this traffic right now.
True.
I cannot stress anymore. You know when I'll stress is as soon as I get to the airport.
Yeah.
Because then I'm like, I gotta go. But like sitting in traffic, when am I gonna fucking start yelling and getting mad and increasing cortisol levels and shit for what? I'm sitting behind a semi truck for the next fucking 25 minutes. Like,
that's so true.
It is what it is.
That's so true. Limiting decisions, eliminate stress. Speaking of cortisol, talked about this a little bit yesterday, but this has been a huge part of my focus. I'm turning 41 in 2 weeks. This has been like, I got late start to the marketing game, told you that, but I was always been an athlete, always been obsessed with focus or health rather. My dad was a physician. My brother was a physician. So I was around, they owned a family practice facility my whole life. And I was around medicine, like conventional medical school medicine. And then I started getting into, different medicine, holistics and health and fitness. And something that I have noticed, which is a huge theme of some of the highest performing entrepreneurs I know, is extreme high stress levels and triglycerides and cholesterol because of the stress. How often do you get blood work and do you look at that stuff?
Quarterly.
Yeah. And do you see it and you're like, damn, like it's not as good as I want it to be, but I don't really know how to fix it. And I don't have the time.
My HGL and LGL are actually pretty good.
But the triglycerides were what? I'm sure they were high.
But like not as high as you think. Like maybe like 5 to 10% over, for example.
Okay.
And for context, like my family comes from a high cholesterol background. So like all that considered, not that bad. Now, right now I'm in probably the worst shape I've been in like 9 months. I had a knee surgery recently, so I've been not able to do cardio for like 7 weeks. It's kind of frustrating. Like I bike to the point I can't even bike enough to sweat before like my knees like stop.
Yeah, that's hard too.
Yeah,
that's
so it's like, and my
diet,
like I try, but it's like I would balance it with like 20, 30 minutes a day of cardio, and I can't right now. So like that caloric surplus is just like
but the diet. This is what I'm talking about, the diet of entrepreneurship. This is what entrepreneurship seemed like for me. As we started, like as the business started to really take off for us, and when I started like, oh wow, like we're printing money and we're doing really well, the days were long, the calls were long. I'd finish a day at 6 and I'm like, oh man, do I want to go cook right now, work out? So what would happen? Uber Eats 6 nights a week. And it wouldn't be 1 sushi roll, it'd be 6 sushi rolls. This is what happened to me.
Yeah.
And we're like, let's just, we made money, let's just ball out. Me and Milena just eating tons of to-go food all the time. We have boxes and boxes in the trash. And like this happened for like a year.
Yeah, I'm in that year.
Yeah. And like Christian was saying the same. He's like, I Uber Eats almost every night.
Yeah.
And that happens quick. And you're like, well, I need it, the stress, the reward, the day was long, whatever. Before you know it, you're like, whoa. Like this happened to me. I gained weight where I'm like, I'm not happy with this. What happened?
Yeah.
It's the business stress. And I think it's so hard to manage both. to manage both, to stay really
So
fit,
hard.
be present with your family, and run a business. And when you see people that do it, you're like, how are you doing this? What's it costing you and the outcome of it, you know?
Yeah, what it's costing is their own personal time.
True. Yeah, which is me right now. I wake up and work out every single day, first thing in the morning, usually around 5 or 6 a.m. If I don't do it then, I might not have a chance to get it later. If I get it in later, that's workout number 2, and I'm really grateful I got number 2. Now I'm going to do jiu-jitsu with Oakley in the evening, so I'm watching her practice, and she's really into it, and that's her time, so I can't really train in the evenings like I used to anymore. That's harder, but...
Your daughter does jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, for a year. She's good. She's really good. It's cool. I'll show you a video. It's like I forced her into jiu-jitsu, and it's like I've been around sports my whole life. I played different sports. I played soccer. I played sports growing up, but I was that kid that got put into martial arts by my dad at 5 years old, and I never stopped.
Yeah.
At 41, I have never stopped training. So I did taekwondo, I did kung fu, I did karate. Then I found jiu-jitsu around the age of 18, and I was obsessed. I'm like, oh, this is the real thing. This is real martial arts. So I started training then found Muay Thai, then boxing, and I've just always been active, competed in a lot, competed in 4 world championships, jiu-jitsu, and grinded it out. And I started looking at people that were like, okay, let's say they're 35 and like they used to play a sport, they don't anymore. And I go, what did football give you ROI in your life? Nothing. As soon as you graduated high school, you don't play anymore. So you spent this whole, like all these years getting good at this one skill set.
Getting injured too.
And then you stop playing completely because you're done with high school, maybe college. And so I'm like, interesting. We're like, what keeps people in shape is an activity that makes time stand still and they have fun doing it. The gym is monotonous. It can be fun, but it's not really fun. It's like, I got to go to the gym. Yeah. But if you're playing basketball with friends, you could 2 hours go by as quick and you're laughing, you're talking shit.
3 hours go by and you're like, fuck, I'm an hour late.
So like basketball, volleyball, jiu-jitsu, these are sports that people are still actively able to do in their age. Soccer too, but there's not a lot of pickup soccer in the city we live in. Try to go play a pickup
our
game.
city is crazy.
I can see
5 fields wide.
Yeah. So with my daughter, I was like, what do I want to have her do? I want to have her do something that's going to give her life ROI. And I'm like, I think jiu-jitsu has given me the best physical ROI of any sport.
Oh, no doubt. And confidence, bro, right?
Yeah,
like
it helped a lot.
You have the confidence to carry yourself in tenser situations, knowing if I push the line too far to get what I need to get, then I could defend myself.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
The way me and Mina defined that statement was this. It's that, this is Mina Elias, another guy who's a jiu-jitsu purple belt, and he's trained for a long time, is that it's like, I'm more willing to disagree with someone casually because I'm not afraid of what if they blow up. So like, if you know how people are yes men,
exactly,
and they're like, I'll tell you everything you want to hear because you're Eddie Maalouf, and like, it's like, if I don't know, bro, maybe that I don't know, I'll do that a little bit more, push back because I'm like, I don't think I agree, and I'm not afraid. Like, what if they don't like me? What if they freak out? What if they check me? You know, it takes that away, so it gives you that more in presence confidence. But back to Oakley, my daughter. She started training when she was 5 and she hated it. And I made her stay. I was like, hey, we committed. We're going. We're a year in now. Now she's really good. Now she really likes it. And now I'm like, okay, now it's going to be kind of autopilot. She wants to be there. She's got a friend. She's making boys cry. The position's really good. And it's so cool to see it. And it's like, that's my time to be there present on the mat with her while she's training and watch her. And I'm like,
how many days a week?
She only goes 2 days a week because I have split custody with her. She'd go every day if I had her do those days.
That's cool.
But Monday and Tuesday she goes. But it's been really cool to get her in there. How about your girls? Do you have to do anything yet? Are they still too young?
Like gymnastics class?
That's good for them too.
Yeah. Gymnastics. Now my older one is like in sports. So it's like mixed. It's like one day she'll play soccer. One day they'll play basketball. One day she'll, I don't know, do something else. But gymnastics is the one that they're commonly in, which is like honestly the best.
When you talked about fulfillment earlier, I think this is something that people that don't have kids yet haven't even scratched the surface to feel. And it's not like we're doing better than you because we have kids, but it's like there's a new level of love unlocked when you have kids. It's different than for your spouse. Like, what is more fulfilling than like a chill Saturday morning with your girls on you on the couch just giggling?
Oh, the best thing in the world. Yeah.
Like, it is truly the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
You know, there's that quote that Naval has, like, if you can't be happy having coffee with a friend, you won't be happy on a yacht. And it's the quote that a lot of people, they're chasing more and more and more in the entrepreneur space. It seems like it's very, very status. I heard your theory about the status of the car. The car just gives you status. Hey, this person's done something because they have a Lamborghini that has achieved the level of physical status. But I also think like those go away quick. You achieve this thing and you're like, okay, cool. It just feels normal now. But it's like that's the one that doesn't go away. It's like that Saturday morning with your daughters watching a Disney movie on the couch. It never gets any less fulfilling.
Like the softest, best, like calmest, happiest feeling. It's incredible.
And I try to explain it the best way I can so guys can understand there's like a really bright side on like the settling down of life. Like people seem so driven to go out and do their thing and just like, I need more. They follow too much Andrew Tate content and like want like, oh no, I want to have 10 girls on a roster. cool until you're like 28, 30, but then eventually like,
I mean, it's easy to get to you though, like that kind of content. Everyone is sharing the same kind of content. You know what I mean? So like it's easy to become fooled into thinking that the other one is better than the kids and the family and all that. You know what I mean?
True.
It's also the one that shows the most. Like, you don't show off your daughter a lot online, right? Why? Because you're probably like worried about her security of sharing her face.
I share Oakley, but I don't like show her constantly, but I share her. I do a lot of dad content, which I love to do.
Yeah. Well, I guess what I'm more trying to say is like,
people show the girl content so much. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's the flex. It's the flex that they watch in the car.
Exactly. They share the yachts. They share the girls. They share the cars. They share.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. This is the question I want to have you answer is like, you feel like you've checked off all the list of entrepreneur trophies that you can get.
No, not even close, bro.
What I've seen. How many exotics do you have?
A few.
Okay. So you've got the exotics, you got the watches.
Yeah.
Okay. You got the cool house. You got the things. Point is, after a while, does the exotic car still feel new? The Lambo feels like your car every day, right?
I don't know. It's still different.
It still feels good every day?
Bro, I'm driving Christians right now here.
Because it's a different one, though.
But it's the same one on the inside.
Okay.
So I can't tell the difference.
It still feels new to you?
It's like, bro, you should see me driving on the way here.
You fucking, you rip it through.
I mean, yeah. So like, it's different though, because a car is experiential.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can ride the same roller coaster 100 times, and obviously it's gonna suck the 100th time. I'm over it. But if 2 days go by and I don't ride that roller coaster, and I get back in the roller coaster, I'm like, fuck yeah, I forgot how sick that was. You know what I mean? It's that same feeling. It's like they get old, but like then you don't use them for like a couple weeks, then you do it again. It's like, I fucking forgot how sick this was. You know? So
yeah, I get that.
I think cars are different. I think the rest of it, I agree. Like house, there's only so much fucking house you need, bro. There's only like watches, like they're useless. I forgot I had a watch. I actually took it off when I walked in here. You know what I mean? Because I walked in the house. Like, so like all those things aren't experiential. The cars though, like, I don't know. For me,
cars are your thing though, right? You prefer cars above all the luxury. You said I don't care about clothes. Cars are my thing.
I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I'm just like, dude, if you're a dude with testosterone and you like aren't into like the thrill of speed in a car, like something's wrong. Have you raced a car before?
No, I never did.
Have you gone go-karting?
Yeah, of course.
How sick was go-karting?
It's fun. It's fun.
Go-karting is like the pussy lame version of driving an actual sick car.
That doesn't affect me because I feel like,
you know what I mean? It's like I feel like it's like working out versus like competing. It's like, yeah, you can curl dumbbells, but you fucking go physically compete. It's like the real deal.
I can honestly say the speed of a car, I don't give two shits about, but it's cool once in a while. Like I have a Cybertruck. It's very, very fast when I go fast.
But that's lame
But I never go fast because I'm like,
yeah. It's a track speed. It's different. I'm going to take you to a track.
I would love to do it. I'll come to Atlanta. We'll do it.
We'll literally drive my Lambo. You'll fucking race it like a race car.
I feel it.
And you'll be like, oh, I get it. I'm so scared to push the car further because I feel like I'm at the limit of my capabilities. And
I have to believe
it. Is like, it's like you breaking a bench press record, but like it's different because your life is at risk.
I can see it, the thrill.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
There's
other people around you doing the same thing.
Yeah. And the track would be cool. There's a guy local named Brett Morgan. He owns like 74 different auto dealerships, including Porsche Tampa, 74? Lamborghini of Sarasota, Morgan Auto Group. 74. Huge.
Crazy.
Brett, if you're watching this, I'm going to brag on this a little bit. This is the cool part of networking too. Brett Morgan is like hard to get a meeting with, hard to reach, big VIP, but Instagram DM me from one of my dad content videos because we were both dads that had divorced and had custody of our daughter. So he's like, hey man, I really resonate with your content. Love what you're doing. Motivational videos. Would love to have dinner with you and your lady sometime with ours. Awesome. We went to dinner, had dinner with them. Great time. Got a chance to connect with them. Went back to their house after dinner for wine. As you can imagine, insane house with all the exotics and like an 8-car garage. I'm talking the Lambos, the Aston Martins, all of it was there. We're walking through the garage, we're seeing the cars. And he's like, bro, if you want, anytime you want, come get the Lambo, take out the Huracan. It's like, I promise I want to give you a warning. Once you drive that car, you're never going to drive anything else. He's like, it is the best driving car I've ever driven. And he has this full custom Aston Martin. For him to say that, going back to your point, I'm like, maybe there's some truth to that. I didn't even drive it. I was like, no, I'm good. No, I didn't.
Have you driven Christians before?
No, I haven't. He's offered to me. Everyone knows it's his. That's why I don't want to drive it. Because I'm like, I don't want to do something stupid. And they're like, Christian, I saw you over here scratch a curb or a rim, you know? So
that's so funny.
It's very known Christian Jamal's. But he's offered it to me many times. I just haven't taken it. But I can see it. Exotic cars isn't something I care too much about. But like, I like fashion. I like things like that. I do, like, I love gym clothes. That's one of my things. I love like ASRV and Aloe clothes. I love getting new sets. Everyone has their own little thing. The point of all that was, eventually it stops feeling new. And then what's left? That's the question. You've done more and way more in marketing than I have. That's kind of what I'm asking. Where does the feeling continue to come to push for more? Because it is what? It's more money, but is it more money plus more stress, more projects plus more team? Where does it become like, okay, like I'm pushing for?
I think when you have kids, it all changes because then you realize that
More
question,
for them.
and you're like, like, do I really need to make more than $100K a month? Like, that's pretty cool. I could spend time with kids and pocket 100 G's a month. That sounds way cooler than like making $1 million a month but not seeing any of my kids or hanging out with my friends or like, I don't know. To me, I just like, and I think you can do both. I think you can make way more money and still do the time thing, but it's layer by layer, step by step. Like, I would not have gotten to where I'm at if I didn't put in a few years of
Just grind.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
And then I had team and money, and now I have leverage to spend less of my time, but make more money with that same or less effort. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then like you just keep kind of stacking to get to the point where you have so many resources with you that, you don't have to do everything yourself. But I do think like you realize at some point, you know what? I'm okay taking less because less here is more in another area of my life.
Yeah.
Where I might look back and die sooner than I expect and regret everything and have lived nothing.
Yeah.
Like, bro, sometimes I go through some crazy turbulence on a plane and I'm like,
what if this is the day?
dude, if I die right here, I'm so fucking pissed that I didn't fucking get to do more shit outside of work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like Christian said it last night. He asked me that question. He was like, Tony, I'm asking you a question. Is when we're going to meet you at the Scarlet. He's like, if you could make $1 million a year tax-free and have plenty of time with your family, would you take that or $10 million a year tax-free, but like be working 90 hours? I'm like, dude, 1 million all day and have time and hobbies and fun and be there with Oakley. And it's like, he's like, knew you were going to say that. I'm like, I just feel like it's like there's a certain point, what would the money do? But
I agree with you. But my answer would be like,
maybe find a way to get both.
I'd be like, I'll do the 10 million for a couple of years.
You'd find a way.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, but I think that's kind of what it is too. It's like, you can also get ahead and buy future time, which is, I think, really the game we're trying to play.
Yeah.
We're trying to buy future time.
Yeah,
That's why people
good
are
point.
like, oh, I promise, babe, in 5 years, I'm not going to work like this. What are you doing? You're working like this now to afford to not work like this in the future.
Yeah.
Therefore, buying future time for your current self's cost.
Yeah.
But eventually, if you something happens and you die sooner than you expect, you've died too early in the timeline of paying future time or paying current time for future time.
Yeah, because you never know. It's always a risk.
Exactly. So sometimes you can't cash out the future time.
Yep.
So I think there's a point where you realize I'm in the future time.
Yeah. It's now.
It's now.
Yeah.
And now was the future time of 5 years ago when I said now was going to be the future time that I'm not doing this currently and I have balance. And then you kind of start cutting that timeline back. You're like,
It's a hard struggle. It's like, I know it's a big existential thing, and it's like, it's hard to define what it is actually making me happy anymore. I feel like it's like doing the triathlon was really hard, and I pushed through and did that. And like, I got more of a thrill from that than I would from closing a new client.
oh,
It was
for
harder,
sure.
and it was more like physical, and it was more
And it
emotional
was more
for me.
controllable fully by you.
You know,
too.
and there's that thing that's like, you've already achieved goals that you said would make you happy. And when you review that, you're like, damn, you're right. Like there was goals, like if I could just get this thing, I'll be super happy. But then you're in it and you're like, man, I need the next thing and the next thing. So I love to always find where people are at. I ask me the same question. I'm like, what is the thing you need? Like, what does 40-year-old Eddie's life look like for you? That you're like, that was what I wanted it to be. But it's 8 years away. So
Fuck.
what do you look like at 40, your life, where you're like, okay, this is right where I spend my 8 years wisely? Is it 20 hours a week of work? Is it 50?
Oh, by then?
Yeah, by then.
Look, there's necessary work and there's optional work. I'm probably still optional working 40 hours a week.
Because you want to, because you have energy to put out.
Yeah. I want to do shit, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I can't even fucking do laundry without trying to think of like, how do I make a better laundry machine?
I heard the design last night.
you know what I mean?
I'll keep it off.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, I can't even do laundry without thinking of an idea. So like, I don't think that's ever gonna happen. But it's like, yeah, I mean, where am I at though? I think by then I don't need to work if I don't want to.
That's the goal, I think. But everyone would want to work.
Bro, even now, just to be transparent, if I did nothing but just still post the videos that I post, which is like nothing of my time because it's all recorded content that's recorded elsewhere, not like for the camera.
Yeah.
Like it's a speech cut
Yeah,
up
yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever, right? I just did that. Just the amount of people that asked me for coaching or to get on a consulting call or whatever would be enough to fund my entire life as is for the rest of my life, plus save a ton of money.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
felt
mean?
that last night. We were at the cigar lounge. People kept asking me to introduce them to you. And they people that live local that I know didn't know you. And I was like, they know Eddie from just social or from YouTube.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're, can you introduce me? And I'm like, yeah, you feel that. You definitely have that presence, especially amongst marketers,
And it's
but
with
not
high
just.
quality people.
Yeah.
It's like people who are like usually good ethics, good morals, make way more money than you think. I'll be like, oh, I wonder how much this guy makes in my head because we're in a business thing. And I'll be like, oh, in my head, he makes like 30K a month, 40K a month. Oh, yeah, we did like 280K last month. I'm like, damn, bro.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah, we did 400K last month. Oh, we did 350 last. I'm like, yo, damn. Like, these are like
Yeah.
very quality, credible people.
You're good at that. You're good at the social interaction. I watched it last night. I've been around it in your events. I've been to your Nashville
That's
event.
different, right?
And that's different because those are your crew. You know everyone. Everyone knows Eddie. You know everyone. So that's a different vibe. Last night was new people, and I was watching that. And you're good at that interaction with people where you're like able to give them the time, give them the eye contact, give them all a little piece of you so they remember you. But at the same time, you're not over committing to conversation where then there's 5 other people that want to meet you.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Yesterday, I was also a little quieter than normal because I was a little tired. I like had a whole day. I flew in. We went out to dinner together. Then we went out. We talked. By a certain point, I was like, okay, I'm really like gassed because I traveled and stuff.
Yeah.
Normally, I think I'd even be more social and go out of my way. The thing is, a lot of these people, for some reason, and I get it because I was like, it's fine. It's funny, like looking back, like 7 years ago, I was these people sitting in the same room as someone else.
Reaching
and I
out
was
to-
like, oh
yeah.
my God, like he's so close. I want to talk to him, but I don't want to be a fanboy, but I really want to have a conversation.
How do you navigate that though?
Dude, honestly, at first, like I let my ego get in the way and I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
But like, there's certain things that like, you know, lower status, and there's certain things that like are neutral status, right? Like lowering status would be like, oh my God, bro, I've been waiting so long to meet you. And you know what I mean? Versus, bro, love your content.
Yeah.
Sick shit. I also XYZ. I also have a Lambo, love the content you post about it. I also have a daughter, love the shit. I also support Palestine, love it. You know what I mean? Like find a common ground. And then if you're cool, a conversation naturally happens and it leads to whatever questions you wanted to ask.
Yeah.
And it feels like mutual.
Yeah. I feel like you do it very, very well. I feel like I've done it really well too for a long time. Even when we first got to Nashville, there's a lot of people. I'm like, I didn't have common ground with you too much yet, but I was like, I watch how people approach. I'm like, I'm not going to walk up to someone like, bro, can you please sit down and talk to me, please?
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, if he does, he does. If not,
Yeah.
cool. I'll have my girl. I'm going to eat some chicken sandwiches and do my thing either way. And I watch people that approach it differently. I've seen people walk up to you and do that. And there's an art to it. I think that's people.
But I'm welcoming to all of them, just to be clear.
You are. That's what I'm saying. You're good at that.
Yeah.
Because you start to talk to people that you don't know if there's a benefit yet. You're like, hey, they're here.
I don't even
You're
care
a
if
human.
there's a
Hey, what's up,
benefit.
man? How are you? Yeah, right. You just like people.
Bro, a lot of the times the benefit's just for them.
Yeah, I know. I see that. I saw it last night.
And that's cool for me, bro, because like almost every day I have a message from someone. And now I'm starting to screenshot. I never screenshotted. Now I'm
and share.
screenshotting them and saving them. And I don't even share them, most of them. Like
Yeah.
I don't share 95%. But I'll screenshot them and just put them in a folder now for the last like month and a half. And that folder already has like 75 pics. But it's like someone DMing me like, hey, bro, just letting you know. Like, bro, the other day, I think this one I did post. But it was like, hey, bro, just letting you know I was doing 30K a month running an
saw that.
OnlyFans agency. Like, he's like, I did OnlyFans management. I saw a video of you talking about how you wouldn't do it because it's unethical.
Dirty
and
money,
shit.
yeah.
And it's dirty money. And he's like, and I literally quit doing that. And I started a real business. And now I'm making 15K a month, but I'm doing it ethically. And I'm so much happier. And I'm like closer to God.
Yeah.
XYZ.
That's
like,
a real one right there.
that, like, bro, from what?
That's
From
a
filming
win.
a video on a bed with some money on my face talking about dirty money only.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, but like, how many of him are there?
Yeah, a lot.
He's
You're
just
making
the
a big
one that
impact,
said
bro.
something, you know? So to me, that's what empowers it. Because I'm like, this is sick because I'm actually making an impact. And then that's enough ROI. Like the ROI from everything else comes naturally.
Yeah.
But like that ROI, I always tell Terry, my wife, I'm always like, that's the thing that like makes me worth it. Like sometimes I'm just fucking
because you're helping
exhausted.
people, bro. Yeah, that's different than just making money for clients. And I've seen that.
Yeah.
I know we're getting closer to time, and I want to ask this last thing. This is pop into my mind. It's a big one. I feel like it's the first thing that I saw you guys do that I was like, they're brilliant at this. Bad marketing's creative. two ones that come to mind right now are, how do you get such a small cock? And where are those files in the Lambo? The guy trying to break into your Lambo. Who the fuck writes those scripts? That was the first one I ever saw by you. And I was like, this dude's brilliant. Because that got me. This guy trying to break into my Lambo. What do you want? I want the notes. I want the files. What do you know about these files? Like, who writes that stuff? That you guys, that team?
That's funny. Both of those were written by me on the spot.
There you go.
Yeah.
So that's like brilliant marketing. That's off the cuff marketing. You know?
Actually, that's and I'll tell you, our Victor and PJ, who are running our creative department right now for Bad, are fucking nasty. They're sick. They come up with all the concepts you see, like day to day, everything. My actual specialty, if I have freedom to think, is creative.
That's what I was gonna ask. What do you love to do?
Dude, I'm so good at coming up with concepts. If I just got to come up with concepts, bro, like both of those are mine on the fly. The car one, I was like, hey guys, sick idea. I need to sell more agency founder tickets. I have a sick idea. You're gonna do this. You're gonna look like you're breaking into my car.
Stage it like you're breaking in.
Wear this hoodie.
Yeah.
And then they acted it out like perfectly too. I was like, fuck yeah, this is like, but that was one take.
Dude, amazing.
First take done.
And how do you get such a small cock was brilliant. I don't want to keep you here too long. So
that was good. That was a good one.
On that note, tell us about Dubai for everyone that's watching.
Oh yeah, we got an agency founders event in Dubai.
What's it gonna be like?
I'm not even gonna give any details.
Oh, that's classic Eddie Maalouf marketing. He wants to play it down.
If you want, you can do some snooping around and find it out. We'll leave it a secret for the
at least when's
big
the dates?
ballers.
Where's the dates?
February, first week of February.
And you already announced the main speaker, who that's going to be.
I mean, it's me, bro. What are you saying? Is there someone more important than me?
There was someone else you announced.
Okay,
I know you're
okay, yeah, Iman Gotzi's going to be speaking.
And that's his first time on a stage?
First time. At least to my knowledge, what I've been told, is his first time on an actual stage.
It's going to be huge. My man, super appreciate you. Thanks for coming to the house.
Much love, bro. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. I don't want you to go to the airport.